I see the religious sister, she's like, oh, sing it, enjoy. I'm like, suck it up.
Welcome back to Mac Stories. It's a new month, which means we have a new theme and a new host. Last month's theme was about the Eucharist, and we heard stories about conversion, reversion, love, and hope, all centered on Christ in the Eucharist. This month, our theme is encounter, and we have some beautiful stories lined up about encountering Christ and his church out in the world. Today, we're hearing from Rick Trevino, who's a project manager and content developer who films beautiful video for the Diocese of Brownsville in South Texas. He had a front row seat at this summer's Eucharistic pilgrimage and the conversions that happened there. Let's take a listen.
Well, the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage was started with a kickoff mass at the Immaculate Cathedral, and it was just unbelievably beautiful. I mean, you probably have a couple thousand people there. Beautiful. Cathedral is kind of small. I mean, you don't fit a lot of people. So yes, it was overflowed. But the beauty of it is people weren't complaining. Even outside, they were out there in the sun. So once we finished there, we started the procession. I mean, as the monstrance, as Christ comes out, people are just kneeling. You see, that's the most, it's the reverence as it comes out. Bishops coming out with Jesus, and then we head into the streets, and this is historic downtown Brownsville. It's probably like 90% humidity that day. Okay, like 85, 90 degrees, but the humidity is unbelievable. But yet people didn't mind because you're walking with Christ, caminando junto con Cristo. So you're walking with Christ. I mean, you see everybody there. Grandmas, kids, moms in baby strollers, people in crutches, all coming out to process. So we made our way there. We put the first stop, which is Sacred Heart. It's one of the missions for the Immaculate Conception Cathedral. Pat inside, standing room only.
The beauty of it. Those words stuck out to me because how else could you describe that scene? Now, beauty is one of the three transcendentals, the other two being truth and goodness. And if you watched anything by Bishop Barron, you certainly have heard of them before. He references them a lot, but what they mean is this. All truth is God's truth. All goodness is God's goodness, and all beauty is God's beauty. And certainly, Christ in the Eucharist, processing with his church, offering witness to his sacrifice and the love he has for the world. Well, if that doesn't radiate God's beauty, then nothing does. But just because something's beautiful doesn't mean it's easy.
As of course the days go by, we go to day number 2, then the heat comes. Oh yes, this is South Texas. This is the valley where yes, it's 85, 90% humidity. That is when you start realizing okay, this is different. The heat, we had temperatures that were hitting 115 degrees. We're processing in the pavement. The pavement's 140, radiating heat coming off the ground. But yet, you see the beauty of nobody complaining. We have some of the religious sisters from, that are there in their whole habits, walking in this heat at 100 and some degrees, singing, doing the rosary, all happy. That's when you realize, if they can do it, we can do it. So yes, we processed on all the stops, and it was just really hot. But then you see you're walking with Christ. So all of that doesn't matter because your concentration is on Christ. So everything else is just zones out. And for the pilgrims to do the leg, my hats go out to you. I'm going with the camera going, okay. I see the religious sister, she's like, oh, sing it, enjoy. I'm like, suck it up. I can't. There's no way. Look at her, you know what I mean? But then you see the total devotion that they have to the unity, it's just an amazing experience just to have that. and to process out to each individual diocese around the route. And that is amazing.
140 degrees on the asphalt. I'm not built for this life, but people persisted. And not only did they persist, but they did so with joy. This reminds me of a verse in the Bible. It's from John chapter 6, after the Bread of Life discourse, where a lot of the disciples leave because Jesus' teachings are too hard. And Jesus turns to his apostles and asks, "What about you? Will you leave me too?" And Peter responds, "Lord, to whom shall we go?" Well, this pilgrimage is certainly that. I mean, it's so hot and humid. It'd be so easy to go home and stay in the AC, to chill and grab a raspa or an ice cream cone. But these people who are on the pilgrimage, they're choosing yes. They're saying, "Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life." Now, Rick's job was to witness this, to document this, and eventually to share this. But seeing the church alive like this, on fire like this, well, that affects you.
That just reinforces you, because, that is Christ. I mean, seeing everybody come together is just gives you like this hope of we're on the right track. We're doing good. We're walking together. Now we have to share this, with our young families, with the young adults, with everybody. As a baptized Catholic, your opportunity in which you're commanded to do, go spread the gospel. That's what it is. People start making excuses. Well, I need this. Well, I need these shoes. I need this. No, it's too hot. No, it's too cold. No, it's raining. No, there is no excuse. Christ is there. Now it's your turn to go on mission, to go spread the gospel. Go to the neighborhoods, to go to the colonias, go to the little places that you think it's, I don't want to go there because it looks kind of sketchy. No, it doesn't matter. Because you need to go spread the gospel. People need to hear that. You need to have to shout it out loud that, hey, Christ is King. The Eucharist, this, that, and everything. That it's an mission. Now it's our goal. Now it's our time to go spread the gospel. What does it take to go to your neighbor? What does it take to go call your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, and say, I'm picking you up for Mass? Not if you want to go. No. Let's go. Let's go walk together, and let's go evangelize. And I still remember this lady, this Catholic lady, it's that would be in the corner of the street every day with a sign, read the Bible. Read the Bible. But it's subconsciously you yourself, every time you see it, you start going, okay, you know what? I'm going to open the Bible. Let's see let's see what's interesting. That is evangelization. For her to take her time, a couple hours a day, to be in the heat or in the cold or raining, I would see her outside, and to be there. That is the love for Christ.
Thanks for joining us for Mac's Stories. Next week, we have a very different story for you about parenthood and teaching your children how to encounter Christ. In the meantime, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're the first to know when we have new episodes up. I'm Darnell Miller, and I'll see you next week. Peace.